It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, NRG.Online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, welcome to NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. I'm Leon Thomas, the co-host of the show, here with NRG founder and CEO Mike Weiner. Hey Mike, good afternoon. How are you?
Hey Leon, I am doing super duper very cool. How are you today?
Super duper very cool. That's four levels. Right on. Right on. All is good. And Mike, one of those reasons you are super duper very cool has to be because this is day what of marriage for you?
Man, I knew you were going to ask that. I have been married 21 days at 5 o'clock today. So just under 21 days. And the Leon Thomas group videoed our wedding. We had a great time. And Leon, you did a great job. But super excited about being married. Super excited about life. Super excited about NRG. We had a blowout day, Leon, maybe from the wedding. 4 new members joined last Tuesday. So things are really rocking. Things are rolling. It's great to be alive, man.
Right on. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate excuse me, appreciate the opportunity to be involved with your wedding. It was an exciting time and enjoyed doing the pre-show and the live event and everything. It was great. Congratulations again to you and Tanya.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really good.
Wedding of the century.
Indeed, it was. It was. And it's documented as such.
I know.
It is. Yeah. So I just want to do a side note on sports because we're not allowed to talk sports here on the show, but we'll do it anyway. The Ravens are undefeated since you've been married.
You know, after my talk with Harbaugh and Bisciotti, I was glad we were able to come to an understanding that Mike and Tanya married. We're strong, unified force, and the Ravens need to get their stuff together. And I'm using the S word, but stuff. And yeah, the Ravens are on a roll. I'm expecting them to win the next almost every game the rest of the way. And as the Steelers drop down the standings, the Ravens will rise up, and even Flacco can't get the Bungles. Oh, did I say Bungles? Bengals to the promised land. So Ravens are on a roll, Leon. I'm glad you noticed that. 2-0 since the wedding. 2-0. I got 3 fingers up. 2-0.
That's right. That's right. Folks, to learn more about Network Referral Group, absolutely the best business networking organization in the world, you want to go to NRG.Online. Again, that's NRG.Online. Now, how can I say it's the best business networking organization in the world? Well, I've been associated with NRG for like 25 plus years. And when I was in the hotel business, when I ran hotels in the Baltimore, Washington area, the first call I made was always to Mike Weiner and NRG, and bam, business came my way. That's how I can say so. I'm not just saying it because Mike's a good friend. I'm saying it because it's real. So again, NRG.Online is where you want to go. Mike, we have Jeff Pearson with us today. Jeff's been here before on NRG This Week. Let's bring Jeff on and get the conversation rocking. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Hey, Leon. Groovy, man. I'm good.
Wait a minute. Did you just say groovy?
I sure did.
So Mike was 6 levels of, what was it? Mike, you were 4 levels of
super duper very cool.
Very cool.
And Jeff is coming with groove. Jeff sounds like someone out of the 60s. Groovy.
Groovy, baby. That's right. That's right.
Right on. Right
I
on.
know.
Right on. Jeff, welcome back to NRG this week.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
All right, on Jeff, fill us in again. Tell the audience what you do.
Well, in short, I'm a speaker, an author, a business owner, TV host. I have a TV show on E360 TV called Invisible Condition. It's on twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday at noon Eastern for an hour. And my wife and I are both speakers and authors, and we travel the country telling stories of hope. And I have a nonprofit that helps people with the invisible condition that I was born with, which required brain surgery quite often. So hope is a big deal around here. And so that's, in a nutshell, that's what we're doing. And I'm getting ready to launch a second show in 2026. And so we're hopping around here.
Right on. And thank you for what you do by sharing your story. It helps others recognize that there is hope through their situations as well. So thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. And tell us about your connection with NRG. How did you meet Mike, and why do you even hang around Mike? I mean, come on. I mean, I know why I hang around, but I want to hear your story.
I mean, he's right. We've never met in person, so I mean, I don't know. We gotta hook that up sometime. We gotta figure this out. But I was introduced to NRG through Lori because Lori and I at the time were part of the same networking organization, another one, and it was more in person and conferences and stuff. And I, she said, you really should check this out. And I said, yeah, we'll get to it. And she would not stop. She was relentless. She would not stop harassing me. I don't use that word lightly. She was texting me all the time. You gonna come to an NRG meeting yet? So I did, and I'm glad I did. It's awesome. So yeah, that's how I got here, and it's great to be here, man. I have nowhere else to go. I don't know where else I would be. So. Oh.
NRG is the happening place to be, and Mike's just one of the coolest, nicest, caring people you will ever meet. So glad you're a part of it. And I hope everyone else gives NRG a chance. Go to NRG.Online. You can also contact Mike via text. His number is 443-756 9656. Again, Mike's mobile number. You can send him a text to learn more about NRG at 443-756 9656. Now, Jeff, before we let you and Mike go ahead and chat a bit, Mike, remember before the show, you were holding up your water cup, Mike. Go ahead and hold up. You held up, right? And you were like, hey, I'm drinking all kind of water. And I'm like, how many of those a day do you drink?
Maybe 2 or 3.
2 or 3. And then, I held my little 10-ouncer up here, right? And I do like maybe 2 of these a day, right? Plus a bottle when I'm on the racquetball court. So I thought I was doing something big. And then Jeff chimes in. Jeff, what's your water story? What are you working on, like a half an ocean a day or something? Tell us about that. What do you do?
So I have a 64-ounce hydro flask that I have that's about that big around and nice and tall, and fill that baby with ice in the morning and just keep refilling it. I probably refill it 7 or 8 times a day. So yeah, we just keep drinking, keep that water coming, man. Sometimes it's in the form of coffee. I like to dissolve coffee beans into it once in a while, but water's important, man.
So now if I go back to that Sister Mary Tabernacle math, 64 ounces, is that a gallon or half gallon?
Oh man, I don't know.
Where's the ruler?
I don't know.
Smack.
I don't know. Don't
know
hit me with a ruler. I'm not Catholic. Come on.
Yeah, I went to a Catholic school, though. I mean, I went to a Catholic high school, but we had Xaverian brothers. We did not have the nuns, but I don't know. But anyway, it's a lot of water.
It's a lot. It is. It's a lot. And some days are better than others. It's not every single day, but on average, probably drink 6 to 8 of those. Yeah. It's just you're drinking something, you may as well drink water. So
whatever works for you, whatever works.
Right.
I'll tell you what,
Good.
I'm going to step away. You and Mike go ahead and chat a little bit. I'll
Right
join you
on.
later.
Appreciate you, Leon. So, Jeff, it's awesome to have you here. Talk a little bit. You've got these shows that you run. You've
Mhm.
been doing it for years. What are you looking for as far as guests? If someone is watching this and they're the perfect guest, what industry are they in? And I know you got a famous guy you're looking for. You might as well
We got a
mention,
couple.
yeah,
Yeah.
Billy. Yeah, definitely mention him. But take 2 or 3 minutes. Talk a little bit about some of the type of folks that Jeff Pearson looks for to be on your show. And I've been on your show, going to be on it again. I need to
Yep.
reschedule, but talk a little bit about the type of guests.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, for invisible condition, I am looking for anybody that's out there that is living and yet thriving despite some sort of medical condition that you can't see from the outside. So that could be anything from diabetes to traumatic brain injury to schizophrenia, bipolar, lupus, POTS, fibromyalgia, I mean, there's so many I feel like there's so many out there, and they all impact your life differently. And so I want to tell all those stories, but I want people that are not just living with them. I want people that are thriving with them. So maybe you have a bipolar 1 disorder diagnosis, but you are a world-class speaker, or you're a best-selling author, or you've created a company around something, or you're doing something that brings you beyond the condition, and you're kicking butt and taking names in spite of it. That's the kind of guest I'm looking for invisible condition. So, and I've had plenty of them. We've got almost 280 episodes out there right now, and going strong, man. So
You work with all these people that have issues that you can't see. What would you say is a common? I don't know if I've never even thought about this till now. Is there a common thread that you see, like their ability to overcome obstacles? What would you say is a common personality trait, thread, action item? And maybe it's what I just said, but what have you seen over the years? Because that's got to be frustrating. I know your situation. I'm diabetic as of now. I'm going to beat it in the next year. I've already decided. Type 2.
yeah,
Water's a big part, and exercise, changing eating. But what's a common thread you've seen with these type of folks, Jeff?
I think the biggest common thread I've seen is just what you said there. I mean, there are tens of millions of people in this country and around the world, hundreds of millions of people around the world that have some sort of invisible medical condition. And I feel like I'm almost like pinhole focused in this area because most of the people I talk to are people that know what my show's about, and so they don't even talk to me unless they are doing something awesome besides to overcome or to move past their condition and do something cool for society. So that's the common thread. I mean, I've had a small percentage, maybe 2 or 3% of the people that I've had on the show. Really, they don't have any agenda. They don't have an organization. They're not, trying to sell anything or anything. Like they really, that small percentage that just wants to come on and tell their story so that others with that condition can just know that they're not alone, which is a big deal too. But for the vast majority of people, it's exactly what you said, man. They overcame something, and they didn't let their condition stop them. Simply put.
Gotcha. So, I was just thinking about it when you and Leon were talking. The Leon Thomas Group is our second lifetime NRG member.
Yes.
Jeff, do you know who our third one is? Our third one is you. And, you've been with me a couple of years. Laura Lundeen dragged you in, kicking and screaming. Let's be real about it, because I know she asked you a couple of times, which is cool. Laura's amazing. So, what is it about NRG that you came to me, Jeff, really on a weekend? You're like, hey, I want to talk to you. I want to upgrade to lifetime member. And the lifetime member, that's a $5,000 value. I don't ask people to jump in on that. They come in at the $950, the regular membership. once they've done a lot of business like you, sometimes they they upscale and they go to that. But what were some of the factors? And I'm going to ask you a question about your new show in a minute. But what was some of the factors for you to say, Mike, I want to be a lifetime member? What is it about NRG that really motivates you? And you're on multiple groups with me every week. You're one of those members that you're so solid. You're consistent. You're upbeat. You always laugh. You're always smiling. So, I love having you on. But what are some of those motivating factors that for you made you decide to upscale to lifetime?
Well, I mean, the decision to do lifetime membership versus just doing every, year to year was, I mean, I had seen so much benefit from the business that I generated from all the contacts and all the different, I mean, because it's not just the person you're talking to, it's their network and then their network and their network. And so it's exponential. So I saw that potential in there. I was like, God, why would I ever want to go anywhere else? So because I've been, I say this all the time when you ask me to do a testimonial. I mean, I've been part of so many other networking groups, but they all fall short. Every single one of them have fallen short over the last 26 years that I've done all these networking things. And whether it's in person or online, that's why I'm here, because you, Mike, have ruined me for all other networking, because I can't do it. I can't go to the Chamber of Commerce anymore because it's just doesn't do it for me. I can't do BNI. I can't do, there's so many in-person and online things out there, and they're great for some people. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus here. Everybody's got their thing. So if you love those, keep going. For me, I was not interested in the fluff. I was interested in the no nonsense approach to getting referrals that actually help your business. And you're the only one that I've ever seen that actually does it in the way that you do it. So, so that's why I'm still here.
I love your answer. I appreciate your answer. If you notice, every time you say I've ruined you for other, I laugh. It's just comical to me. It's funny. I've done this for a long time. I mean, I've run 30,000 Zooms. I have to run a couple 100,000 live meetings. And, Jeff, one of the words to describe you, and you can share this with your wife, you're refreshing. You come in, you smile, you're upbeat, you're positive, but you're funny, and your personality, and people don't let their personalities out. They're stiff. And that's the thing about NRG is it's loose. It starts with me. I know it starts with me, but I'm very humble, and having you around is just amazing. I always ask you to be on when I know we have new people coming on, because I feel like you being there will definitely impact them. One last question, then we'll bring Leon back.
Yeah.
This is my favorite question. What have I not asked? And talk about NRG Studio. Talk about that. And then what have I not asked you that you'd like to take the last 2 or 3 minutes and talk about? Maybe there's something about your show. Maybe it's just about NRG Studio. But we have worked out that. So talk a little bit about NRG Studio, and if you have another thought, and then we'll bring Leon back.
Right on. Yeah. So yes, we with all the benefit that we've lifetime membership, but also it occurred to me that because I have had so many guests that have come from NRG, I thought this is a no-brainer. So I asked Mike if he would partner with me in a way that we could name our TV studio after NRG. And so we did. And so Invisible Condition, which is our current show, is coming to you from NRG Studios. And I play a little blurb, like you've seen it in the movies, right? It's like all the different like Paramount Pictures, and it's this little animated thing and all the little production companies and stuff. So it's kind of like that. So during the opening credits of the show, I've got a thing. It says live from NRG Studios, and that plays every single show. So, and that's one of the things that I chose to ask Mike about, because I knew that I wasn't going anywhere. As a lifetime member, where am I going to go? So, and that's going to continue into our new show, which is launching in January, God willing, if we can get everything. Maybe Leon can help me. We're on the calendar. So but I need to get some stuff in line for that. But my new show is called 6 Degrees of Impact, which is going to be an amazing show about the power of connection and just the idea that I want to have celebrities and entrepreneurs and influencers and everyday heroes and movie stars and like people that have arrived, right? People that are kicking butt and making lots of influence out there. I want to trace them back all the way to that first contact, that first business card they got randomly in some restaurant or whatever, and made the phone call and threw it in a drawer, didn't think anything of it, but it led to here, to here, to here. 6 degrees later, they're rocking it. They're in Hollywood, they're on stages, whatever. And I want to get the message out that, number one, nobody gets anywhere by themselves. There's always that 6 degrees. And number two, you never know when that 6 degrees is going to find you. So keep your head on a swivel and pay attention, because that first degree might have already talked to you. So you never know where it'll take you. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Jeff, you've talked about, and one of the words with networking that people don't get is access. Maybe you do business with the person, maybe you don't, in the group, but who do they have access to?
Yes.
And that's something I found out a long time ago. I remember someone was in NRG and they were a little bit different, the teeth, and, but they had access. So I've never, ever, ever judged anybody. And people make that mistake every single day. Someone comes to a meeting and they don't realize the access they have, right?
Well, and that's why I ask every single time. I mean, we put the info in the chat in every meeting, right? And in my info, I have my LinkedIn page in there, because you have access to everybody on my LinkedIn page now. And I also have on there, if anybody, my ask is on there. And my ask is that if anybody out there and knows anybody who could connect me, 6 degrees, right, with either Billy Joel or Danny Bonaducci, I would love to talk to you, because I would love to be connected with both of those gentlemen, because they were recently diagnosed with the condition that I was born with. So I'd love to help them. So if anybody knows either of those gentlemen, or any way that I can get in touch with someone to connect me with them, I will be eternally grateful. So
Jeff, I appreciate you being on. I'm going to bring Leon back. You're an amazing ambassador of NRG, and we've built a really amazing team with Lori and you, and it's just been amazing. And I'm going to turn it back to Studio 54, because that keeps disco alive. Remember that in New York? Staying alive. All right, back to you, Leon, in Studio 54.
Right on. Thank you, Mike. And Jeff, thanks again for being with us. Jeff, how do folks get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch with me is to email me at, if you want to talk about our nonprofit, you can reach me at Jeff, Jeff, Jeff at hydrowithhope.com. If you want to talk to me about the TV show, or being a sponsor or advertiser, or you think you might have a great guest, email me at invisiblecondition@e360tv.com, and I'll be more than happy to send you my calendar link, and we can set up a time to do a call like this and hit the ground running.
All right, right on. And something I want to point out to folks is, when we talk about invisible conditions, it means folks have something going on, and unless you know them and they've shared the situation with you, you don't know. Right. So think about that person that you saw at the grocery store yesterday. You don't know what's going on in their life, right? That person that it seems like they were a little clingy to their child. You don't know what's going on between them and their children. You don't know. And so it pays well for all of us to simply be nice.
Well, and you're right. Yes, 100%. And just so people know, people understand, I'm not doing this show without being qualified to do a show called Invisible Condition. I got 15 surgeries under my belt. I've got 7 brain surgeries under my belt, starting at 2 weeks old. I've had the 4 of those brain surgeries were between 2014 and 2021. It's fresh, man. It's recent. So I have been through the wicked side effects. I have been through the looks when I fall on the ground in the grocery store because of side effects from the surgery. I've been there, man. But you would never know that talking to me or watching me walk down the street. So be mindful. Yep.
Yeah, be nice, folks. Be nice. My dad used to say it doesn't cost you anything to be nice.
There you go.
Doesn't cost you anything. Right on.
Right.
Jeff, thanks for being here with us on NRG this week. Mike, always a pleasure to see you. Thanks again for the opportunity to be here. And thank you for entrusting the Leon Thomas Group to do everything associated with your wedding. We had a blast.
Blast. Thank you so much.
Right.
Jeff, I love you, man. You're amazing. One of these days we'll meet. And Leon, it was great to see. I hadn't seen you live since COVID.
That's right.
You know, it was great to see you and also meet your amazing wife. And it was a great event. And Tanya, I was still talking about. We watched the video between 1 and 2 a.m. because we had an event here at the house, and by the time we got to it, it was late. But I did not even fall asleep. I stayed awake. Normally, you put a TV in front of me, I'm out in 10 minutes, Jeff. But you put my wedding. Oh my God, my princess was gorgeous, unbelievable. So thank you, Leon, for doing the video, and we'll have the link out soon for the members and the guests. So pretty cool.
Right on. And folks, again, one more time, to learn more about Network Referral Group, go to NRG.Online. Again, that's NRG.Online. Or you can contact Mike directly. Send him a text. Don't shoot him a text. Send him a text at 443-756-9656. Thanks to our producer, Dr. Jay Rasenko, and everyone at the Leon Thomas Group for helping us making this happen. And folks, we will see you next time. Take care.